Hello everyone, welcome back, hope it's doing good. Okay, before the video starts, I just want to point out, if I sound a bit weird in this video, it's because I'm kind of sick. Sorry, but yeah, hope you guys enjoy the video. Hello everyone, welcome back, hope it's doing good. Okay, so if you didn't know, at time of recording this video, the pet plushies are just about to release. And I didn't know this, but they actually come with a in-game pet plush, which is pretty cool. But I want somewhere that these guys can actually live. So I've decided on a map. Hell. But this map isn't very safe. So today I'm going to be revamping it. Okay, so for the first thing we need to think, what are these dragons actually going to need? Well, they are currently just eggs. So we're going to need a nest. We're going to need to teach them how to fly and how to hunt. So those are going to be our three main things. Let's start with the easiest. Where they're going to live. In a nest. Because they're kind of bird things. Not really though. So yeah, I'm going to start by building a nest. Okay, the first bit is done. This is what I thought a nest could look like. Now you may be thinking, this did not take very long. This was about the 8th design. There was many different ones. I had one where there was like an egg in this wall. They were coming out of that. I had one where the actually whole top bit was gone. I had one where they were actually on the top bit. I think I had another one that was on the top bit too. I started toying around with it being over there. Many times did this change. And this is the only one I'm actually happy with. I quite like it with like the mushrooms and the actual nest just being kind of like a sunken into the ground type thing. But yeah. So the next thing dragons are going to need is safety, because this place is not very safe at all. Okay, so a lot has been changed again. I've removed every single piece of the sky terrain and pipes, and I've made this kind of flying obstacle course. No, obviously I don't have the dragon. Well, it hasn't hatched yet, more specifically. But I'm just going to be using the broom for this as a demonstration. So you go down here, through here. That one's pretty hard to get with the broom, I will admit. I might have to change that one into a regular. Then there's this ramp. Then you go down here, across here, down, 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 boom. So yeah. I don't really know how fast the dragon's going to be, so it might be slower than the broom, it might be a little bit harder, the obstacle course. But I think it should be perfect as it is. I might add a few more checkpoints and make it a bit longer, but it seems fine for now. Okay, now for the floor. It's all spikes. This isn't very child friendly. So I'm going to have to change. Okay, all the spikes have been removed, and it's now water with sand at the bottom. Making it actually pretty nice down here. Okay, so I've made a second one. This one, I did say it would be easier, but I'm not 100% sure if it actually is. It might actually just be the same difficulty. So I'm not going to do this one with the broom, because it doesn't really work with that. Because it's kind of tight angles. I should go from here to here to here to here. Now this one is kind of like a flight resistance, seeing how you can go with the wind. And if you go through, it will just send you right back. Because there's a bush there, in case you couldn't tell. I can't really hide it very well, because there's no dirt colour, apart from brown. And then if you can fly through it, you go through here, and then just over to the finish. This race did take longer, but that is because I did die once. So that does change some things. So that's both races done. And now I'm gonna add a bit where they can get food. Okay, what this is, it's a kind of food reward system. So basically, if I stand on the yellow, and then I were to breathe fire, just imagine I'm a dragon, I would then get the top reward, which is a steak, uncooked. You're meant to cook it yourself, with your flames. But maybe I was a bit of a younger dragon, maybe I could only get my flames out for her. Now I get a chicken. Whole. And also uncooked. Say I literally was just born. Sometimes it does do both, because this is basically in the ground, that you can only really be on half of this one. And sometimes it does give you two, because the orange and red are so close. Also, if you are this small, you probably do need both of these. So yeah, that's the food machine. Okay, over on the far hill in this corner, there is now a pet fighting arena. Because obviously the dragon's going to be able to fight. Even though the fighting isn't actually out yet, it'll be out in a few hours. Don't really know what to say about that. I've also made it so all these gnomes are like rooting for their team colour. And there's the orange, who doesn't even know what's going on. You can buy some popcorn over here. It's honestly a decent looking popcorn maker. Just 3 blocks. And if you couldn't tell, this hut thing is meant to look like the bucket with the yellow fluffy popcorn top and the white and red stripes. So yeah, that's this. Also, I had to shrink this hill. I didn't really change much, but this hill has been shrink. Okay, so a bit has changed. First off, there's these new blocks. Well, probably not new when you're watching the video, but they're right. They just literally just came out, and pets can also get medals now. This is Pete's pet shop, with all the amazing things you can buy from Pete at his pet shop. For some reason, and I have no idea why, this might just be a glitch with the early bits of the update, but you can't put the flip sign in one. Makes no sense, but yeah. So I also added these statues, obviously, and I made the arena a little bit more usable, because previously it was like packed up against here, which made it so you couldn't press the buttons on this side and that side. So yeah, and I also added a actual pet shop up here, which can actually sell you pets that aren't at Pete's pet shop, which is kind of weird. Okay, so as you can now probably see, I have changed a lot. This whole middle tower is now like fantasy. I want this whole map to eventually become fantasy. So now I'm going to have to change all of that, all of that, all of that, all of that. I have also realised that changing the material takes a really long time. So I'm going to start on it now. Okay, now the final revamp is done. So, you've already seen most of this, but I'm going to just give a quick tour. So in the middle here is the nest. Up top is a place you can just get the pets. Over here, on the far corner, there is a arena with an item banner with only safe items. You can get popcorn over here. There is the red race along here, with the blue race being over there. Up here, there is a pet shop with all the pet cosmetics. Over here is a now improved food dispenser, based on however far they can get their flame. There's obviously now a lot of dragon statues all around. All of this is now Fantasy Rock. So down here, you can get every single one of the targets. And yeah, you can also be timed to see how long this takes you. So maybe it takes you 3 minutes, maybe it takes you 1 minute, maybe it takes you longer, shorter, I don't really know. And then you can come back up here and you'll get your reward. That's that. Boom. And you can also now go down here, which this is also an Auburn made Fantasy Rock. Go down here, down here. All of this is actually an in-hill. Apart from this guy, who I've just added, you can then go up here. Oh my god, this is still all in real hill. Goes through here with this pillar as a little door. And crawl. That is a target dummy. Where'd it go? Yep, right there. Flashlights are loud. Can't remember. Yep, there we go. And down here is, totally nothing. Nothing happened down here. No dragon ever got stuck down here. And now I have to farm my way out, which is going to take a while, because it's kind of a maze. Yeah, I want to point out, apart from the dragon and the witch, this is all in real hell. I have no memory of this from when I used to play Hill. I don't know when this got added. You can go through up here, back out here. You can go all around. Up here with the ramp. Little purple gnome. You can go everywhere. Cross the little bridge. A very, very large map. Full of stuff that all dragons will need. So yeah, hope it's doing good, and goodbye.